Howdy. Upon request from Alex Paretsky, I've been asked to make a few comments about emails. In the No Bullshit Club thread that Alex runs, there's been some conversation and sharing of emails. And I'm not sure that all of you are going to like my opinion, but I'm going to lay it out. First of all, most of the emails I see are marketing. It's not sales. So if you're a salesperson and you took a job where they said, hey, we expect you to go find clients, they just hired a marketer, not a salesperson. That should call into question who you're working for and whether or not they can truly understand what the business is. As many complaints as I may have had with one outsourced provider in Belarus, I never complained about the number of leads they provided because they understood at a very deep level that sales and marketing are two different things. Their marketing budget was close to 20% of their revenue. 20%. So when I run across a company and they're asking me, they've advertised for a salesperson, and they tell me, yeah, we expect you to do the outbound marketing activities, I have a few questions for them. The first is, I want to know what percentage of revenue is going towards marketing. That oftentimes will answer everything I need to know, because I'll know that they don't understand what business development is truly about. They expect their salespeople to be marketers. And salespeople who are busy writing emails and making posts on LinkedIn are not talking and closing deals. So if I've hired you as a salesperson and then I make you a marketer, that automatically makes me an idiot, because I am wasting good talent on activities that could be done by someone else. On top of it, good marketers make horrible salespeople, and good salespeople make horrible marketers. So again, if I run into a company and they say, we expect you to do outbound marketing, the first question, outbound sales is what they call it, but it's marketing. The first question is, what's your percentage of revenue that you spend on marketing? And then I want to know what my budget is. Okay, great. You're paying me a base salary. You're going to pay me a commission. What's my budget for marketing? And again, if they tell me none, they're not hiring salespeople. They're looking for marketers. So if you're a salesperson and you've taken a job where they're having you write shitty fucking emails so that you can go create business, you didn't go take a salesperson job. At best, you took an SDR job. As well, as easy as I can buy a list of names on an email or emails on a spreadsheet, I can also buy phone numbers for the same price, if not maybe less. And as a salesperson, if I do have to do outbound activity, I'm not going to waste my time writing posts on LinkedIn or reaching out to people on email, knowing I ignore all those emails. I get emailed all the time as a C-level person, as a decision maker, as whatever the marketer is assuming. And I don't read any of them. Every once in a while, one will catch my attention, and I'll give you an example of that here in a second. So if I'm a salesperson and I have to do outbound marketing, I'm going to pick up the fucking phone. I'm going to start calling people. Now, no one likes cold calling, and no one likes to get cold calls. So, of course, I have to get creative in that way. And it's getting creative. It's learning to be spontaneous. It's learning the improv that happens on a live call that makes me a better salesperson. So my alternative as a salesperson, my choices in the scenario at least I've been given that Alex asked me about, is to send out emails that don't get read, waste time putting posts on LinkedIn that no one really responds to, or, and mind you, I gain no personal development out of that whatsoever, or I can pick up the phone, dial a number, and let's rock. And I'm going to know a whole lot more about my product, about the client, about myself. It's going to be so much more useful for me as a salesperson that if I have to spend activity doing an outbound activity, I'm going to do it picking up the phone or at least meeting people somewhere. I'm not going to assume or even believe that email works. Now, mind you, for some, cloud product or some, excuse me, some under $100 item, a pair of shoes, whatever it might be. Yeah, sure, email works. I've bought some products from emails that were advertising a product or a very inexpensive service. But that's order taking. That's not salesmanship. Salesmanship is getting on the phone with someone who's interested in your product and showing them how you're going to manage their product, their feelings, their concerns, their problems, their pains. So much so and so well that the trust they have with you carries into a contract. Remember, I don't care what your company is, what your product is, what your service is. There's one thing being sold between the first contact, whether it be an email, marketing, or phone call, and the contract. From contact to contract, there's one thing you're selling: trust. If they don't trust you, I don't care how great your product is, I don't care how great your service is, if it's not an essential, needed service, they will not buy. So I want to do activities that increase my chances and my ability to create trust. If for some reason I found myself having to write emails, again, I can't even imagine it because, see, I'm a sales guy. I'm not a marketer. But if I did, I would have a clever subject line, something that was a little different and drew my attention. I can't tell you how many times I get this email a day. Hi, Matt. While browsing LinkedIn, I ran across your profile and was so interested in you. I get that email 3 to 4 times a day. Another bad start. Hi, my name's Matt, and I'm with X company. I don't give a shit. I don't care about any of that. Why are you telling me this like a third grader? Hi, my name's Susie, and I care about the zebras. Okay, cool. Who cares? Another big mistake in these emails. Not only are they super lengthy and they describe everything the product does or the service, and they remove all doubt, they allow the reader to qualify themselves. A short, succinct email that addresses pains and concerns and leaves the solution as the call to find out more will be much more successful, and it will allow me to qualify the client. I had someone tell me in response to this that, oh no, I'm qualifying the client with the email. As if they were getting too many people responding to their email and they needed somehow their email to filter out the right people. I promise that's not the case. And then I always love this line that's usually towards the end. I'd love to set up an appointment to show you what we can do for you. I don't give a shit what you love about. Don't you understand? When you reach out to me, you're not this personality that I might know you or don't know you, but that your mama knows you as. You're not that. You're a spammer. You're someone who's interrupted my day. And if you're not going to be clever, you're not going to entertain me, and you're only going to write about what's in your interest, I most certainly am never going to respond to you. And actually probably have some judgments about you. Down in the subject line of this video, I'll share a email that I got that did catch my attention because it was simple, it addressed frustrations and pains, and allowed me a way to create a call to action that allowed me easily to get into his calendar. To me, while it may not be a perfect email, a perfect contact, it most certainly grabbed my attention and Actually, I did respond to him saying, hey, I'm not interested in your services, but I love your email. So in future classes, we'll talk more about how to communicate correctly. But the real question I want you to ask yourself, if you're still writing this email, would you read this email? How would you respond if you got this email from a stranger? Do you really think someone's interested in what you have to sell? Or do you think maybe they're more interested in the problem that they're having, the pains that they're experiencing? Remember, pain has 4 aspects. There's a problem, there's symptoms, there's reactions, and there's consequences. Your email should be talking about those 4 things, not about the features and benefits and the greatness of your product, because no one cares other than maybe your mama. I hope this message finds you well. I hope I didn't offend anyone. And I really wish you guys a Happy New Year. Take care.